Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? Welcome and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 27. So today's video is going to be my Christmas haul, my what I got for Christmas video. I am so excited to be doing this for you guys. I didn't do one last year and I was really sad about it, but I just wasn't really uploading in December of last year, but I'm so excited to be doing this today. I'm not going to be sharing everything with you guys, just kind of the things that most pertain to my channel or just things that I'm really excited to talk about. So I have books to share with you guys. I've got some fun fandom-y things to show you guys. So I'm going to start off with the books because that's probably what you're here to see. And I have a big old stack of books right here that I got from my grandma, so let's just get into those. So the first book that I got is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. So I recently read In a Holidays by Christina Lauren and absolutely adored it, so I was really excited to get this one for Christmas. I don't fully know what this is about. I think it's something about there being like a wedding and the siblings of the people who are getting married don't like each other, and then there's something with like food poisoning, I think, and everyone at the wedding gets sick except for the two siblings. The bride and the groom can't go on their honeymoon, and so the sister and the brother end up going on the honeymoon for them, so the trip isn't a waste, and I believe they fall in love. I mean, it just makes sense that they would fall in love, and I am just so excited for this book. I've heard a lot of amazing things about it, so hopefully I love it. Like I said, I did really love In a Holidays, so I'm hoping that this one will be just as good, if not even better. The next book I got is The Deck of Omens by Christine Lynn Herman. This is the sequel to The Devouring Grey, which I read earlier in the year in September. I really enjoyed that book, and so I really wanted to get the sequel so I could see how the duology concludes. The Devouring Grey, I'm very bad at describing it, but it's something about founding families who have to protect this town called Four Paths from this like monster called the Grey. It's really cool. It's very atmospheric. It's come as being like Stranger Things, I believe, and Raven Boys, which are two of my favorite things. So if you guys like those things, I also recommend picking up the series, but I am just so excited to get to the sequel. And then the next book I have is Chasing Lucky by Jen Bennett. I love Jen Bennett. I've read 3 books from her now. I think those might be her only books. I have no idea. I really loved 2 of them. I liked one of them but wasn't like completely obsessed with it. But this one I am really excited to get to. I genuinely have no idea what it's about. Our main character, Josie, loves photography, and that's about all I know. Her family moves around a lot, and there's a bad boy in town named Lukey. Lukey? That's... No, it's called Lucky. His name is Lucky. I don't know why I pronounced it like Lukey. What the hell is wrong with me? Okay, I'm done. I'm very excited to get to this book. It looks really great. I really love her books, and so I'm excited to read another one from her. Then the next book I have, I am literally so excited for. It is Let Me Hear a Rhyme by Tiffany D. Jackson. I have been wanting to buy this book for so long, okay? I read her first book, Monday's Not Coming, back in 2018. I believe this was her second novel, and I really wanted to buy it, but it was out of stock everywhere. For a while I had it on my Amazon wish list, and then I went to go buy it this summer with birthday money, and the hardcover was out of stock for some reason. Like, they literally did not have a hardcover anywhere, not even online. There was no hardcovers of this book. And I have Monday's Not Coming, and I have her newest book, Grown, in hardcover, so I'm like, I'm not gonna not get this book in hardcover. So I had to wait. But when it came around to Christmas time, it was back in stock, and so I asked for it, and I am so excited to have this book. All I know is that it takes place in the 90s. It's in 1998 in Brooklyn, and I believe it's something about how like one of the main character's best friends is like a rapper. Then he ends up dying, and then they release his song and it goes viral, but nobody knows that he's dead, or like the public doesn't know he's dead or something, so they kind of like just pretend he's alive and keep releasing his like unreleased songs. I think that's what it's about. I have no idea, but I'm very excited for this book. Look at this cover. It just pops. It is just so freaking stunning, and I'm really excited to get to it. I'm hoping that I love it as much as Monday's Not Coming, because that book was just phenomenal, so I'm really excited to finally own this book. The next book I have is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I read this book last year for Schwabtember, which was a month-long Victoria Schwab read-along that I hosted with 2 of my best friends, Alyssa and Kirsten, and I read this book for the first time during that, and I loved it, but I read it from the library, so I never had a copy of it, and I've been waiting to get a copy of it for so long, but I just kept putting it off and buying other things instead. But I am so excited to finally own this. This new cover of it is absolutely stunning. I like it way more than the original cover. If you don't know what this one is about, we basically follow 2 characters, Victor and Eli, and they were best friends in college, and they did this like little experiment with each other to see if they could give each other like superpowers, and it ends up working, and they do get superpowers, but then they end up becoming kind of like enemies, which is like really interesting. That was a really bad description, but I really adore it, but I'm so excited to finally own this book and just to have it on my shelf. And then I have another V.E. Schwab book, so I have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. If If you guys have been on my channel, then you know that I have an ARC of Addie LaRue. I got it from my friend Julia, who works at a bookstore. She sent it to me and I loved it so much. I have a whole reading vlog for this book, which you guys can check out in the cards and in the description, but I never bought a final copy of the book. And now I have one and it is just so stunning. Like, this cover is just, I don't know, like, it's just, it looks so sophisticated and just so gorgeous, and like the gold foiling on it is amazing, and then the end pages have like little constellations, which are her freckles. If you don't know what this is about, we follow our main character Addie LaRue, and she makes a deal with the devil where she will live forever but is cursed to be forgotten by everyone she meets. The story spans 300 years from the time that she makes the deal to, I believe it's like 2014, and she's been forgotten by everyone she's met until one day she goes to a bookstore and somebody remembers her, and it's just, oh, it's such a good book. I just reread it and listened to it on audio and I absolutely adored it, so I am just so incredibly grateful and happy to finally have a finished copy of the book because it is just so beautiful. And then the final book I got is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I read this book last December on audio and absolutely adored it, but I just never bought a copy of it afterwards, so I am so happy to finally own this. It is absolutely stunning. Look at Evelyn on the front there in her green dress. If you don't know what this is about, we basically follow our main character Monique, and she is like this reporter journalist person, and she finds out that she is going to be interviewing Evelyn Hugo, who is this huge like 1950s Hollywood starlet, about an auction that she's doing where she's selling off all of her old like red carpet clothes and things. So she's really excited to be covering the story. So she goes to Evelyn Hugo's house, and Monique finds out that she's not there to write a story about the auction. She is there to learn about Evelyn Hugo's life story, which she has never told before, why she's had 7 husbands, like about any rumors that have gone on about her. Nobody knows kind of the truth about her life, and Monique finds out that she's going to be the one who's going to find out about her life and write a book about it once Evelyn Hugo dies. It is such a beautiful book and I love the way it's told. It's just absolutely amazing, and I personally think this book deserves all of the hype that it gets. And if you have not read it yet, I definitely recommend it, but I recommend listening to the audiobook if you like audiobooks, because it's told primarily in like an interview format between Evelyn and Monique, and it is just done so well. It's voiced so beautifully. It's just stellar. The production of the audiobook is amazing, and I'm really excited to reread this book one day and to just finally own it and have it on my shelves because it was just such a good book. So those are all the books that I got, which I'm so incredibly grateful for, but now let's get into the other things that I got for Christmas. So the next thing I got for Christmas was from my sibling. I got a Bing Bong stuffy. So I love Bing Bong. I love Inside Out. It's one of my favorite Pixar movies, or just Disney movies in general. And I always wanted a Bing Bong stuffy, but he was like impossible to find for a while. Like, I remember watching the movie and then like immediately going out and wanting a Bing Bong stuffy, and they just were sold out absolutely everywhere. And then 2 years ago I went to Disneyland and we saw the Bing Bong stuffy there. It was in Pixar Pier. They had like a whole store that was themed after Bing Bong. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like themed after Bing Bong. Like, I'm pretty sure his face was like on the sign, and they had a whole big thing of Bing Bong stuffies, and we went there multiple times, and I would always grab the Bing Bong stuffy and kind of hug it and love it because I'm a child. But then I was like, you know what, I don't need another stuffy, like I really don't, so I'm not gonna get him. And then I regretted it because of course. So then I was shopping for Christmas a few weeks ago, and I saw that the Disney store had him for the first time literally since the movie came out, and so I texted my sibling immediately and was like, hey, please, I want this for Christmas. And I got it, and he's so cute. He smells like cotton candy. Something happened, like he doesn't smell that strongly of cotton candy on the front. I'm wondering if it's because he was like in a box for a while, but the back sides definitely smells more like cotton candy. Don't mind me while I just smell Bing Bong's butt. So yeah, he's just beautiful. I absolutely adore him. He's one of my favorite characters of Disney ever, and especially in Inside Out. I love him, so I'm so happy to have him, and I am just so grateful that I finally have him. And then the next thing that I have here is from my mom. It's a Funko Mini, and it's for the 65th anniversary of Disneyland, and it's little Alice riding a teacup. How cute is that? Is that not like the most adorable thing you've ever seen in your life? And I can't wait to take her out of the packaging later and put her on my shelf somewhere because she's just so cute. Oh, I love it. The next thing that I have is a wireless shower speaker. So I really wanted this because I always listen to music when I'm in the shower, but sometimes I've wanted to listen to my audiobook because I'm really enjoying it, but I find it really hard to pay attention to an audiobook with running water. I just have a hard time hearing it. So I figured if I had a shower speaker, I could hear it better because it'd be in the shower with me. So I I'm very excited. I need to take a shower today, so I'm going to go ahead and charge this today so I can listen to an audiobook in the shower. I am literally so excited for this, and also it'll be great for when I'm actually listening to music because it has buttons on it. So it has skip buttons, which will be really helpful because sometimes I'll be listening to music and a song will come on that I don't particularly feel like listening to, so I'll want to skip it. But I don't like having to reach out of the shower to touch my phone because I'm wet and it's an electronic, so I can actually skip the songs on here. I can also play or pause, but I am just so excited. I can listen to audiobooks in the shower now. Like, if that's not the nerdiest thing you've ever heard from me, I don't know what is, but I am so excited for this. The next thing my mom got me, she actually lost, and she's like, I have a present for you, but I lost it. I don't know where it is. And my dad was like, why don't you just go check again, like go look for it, and then she did, and she found it, which was very nice because I really wanted this. So she got me a set of Micron pens. So I've been using my siblings' pens for a long time. I stole them, and they are running out of ink now, and so I was like, Mom, I need a new pack because I use these in my bullet journal, and I've been bullet journaling a lot for the past year and like a half, and I just love them a lot. So this has from 005, 01, 02, 03, 05, and 08. I primarily use 01 and sometimes 03, but I'm very excited to have all these different thicknesses now to use, and I think it's just gonna be so much fun. I need to do my end of year spreads, and then I need to start my 2021 journal, so I am so excited for this, and I'm just so grateful because if she didn't get them for me, I was gonna go rush to Michael's to buy them for myself, so I am just really happy with this one. And then I got a bit of makeup from my mom. I got a new Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. I think it's called KVD now, so I don't know why it says Kat Von D on here, but she is no longer like affiliated with the company now. I know a lot of people didn't like Kat Von D. I don't remember why, but she's no longer affiliated with this company. But I got this in Lolita. I've been wanting to try Lolita for so long because I love these lipsticks. They're my favorite. I already have 2 of them. My best friend bought me one last year as well, but it's in Lolita and it's so beautiful. I'm wearing it today. It's like this beautiful pinky color, but I am just absolutely obsessed with it, so I'm really happy that I got this one. Yeah, it's my like favorite lipstick. It feels so good on the lips, and it doesn't feel super drying, and it lasts really long. And my mom also bought me a set of Morphe brushes. I've been really getting into makeup in the past like year, and so I really wanted like some nicer brushes. My best friend bought me a Morphe brush last year and I really like it, so now I have like a full little set of Morphe brushes. So it has like a bunch of different kind of brushes. I'm gonna have to like really look at this and see what they're for because I know nothing about makeup brushes, but they look so beautiful. So it comes in this beautiful like leather bag, which is really nice for traveling, and I will definitely be using it for traveling if we're ever allowed to travel again. But it has all of these beautiful brushes and I love them. I dropped one. And I love them so much. I'm kind of really excited for all like the precision ones. I'm gonna see if I can find like any reviews for these or like tutorials using these brushes online, or I don't know. But I am just really excited to learn how to use all of these. I am literally so excited about this, and I'm really grateful my mom bought this for me. And then my dad bought me 2 CDs. So he got me Heartbreak Weather by Niall Horan. This came out back in March and is literally like one of my favorite albums of the year and of my entire life basically. Niall Horan is my favorite member of One Direction. Always has been, always will be. I am just obsessed with him, and when this album came out back in March, I really wanted to go and buy the Target exclusive edition because it has 2 extra songs on it. But obviously lockdown happened, COVID happened, literally like a few days after this album came out, like the borders shut down, so I can't even get to America if I wanted to, and I also can't ship Target to here. So I was holding out to hopefully get the Target edition, but I realized we don't know when the borders are going to open. They probably won't open till at least next summer, and by that point who knows if Target will still even be carrying that like special edition. So I decided to just ask for this for Christmas and just like stick with it. I have the extra songs on my phone, so it's not that big of a deal. They're also on YouTube, so it's not the biggest deal, but I'm so happy to finally have this album because it is just so good and deserves way more recognition. Like, he just released it at like the most inopportune time, but obviously he had no idea what was going to happen in the world. But I just think that this album deserves so much more recognition because it is literally a masterpiece. And then my dad also went all over town looking for a Folklore CD from Taylor Swift for me. I really wanted the vinyl, but it's not available anywhere in Canada except on Amazon, which is like $66, which is just not worth it. And I can't ship anything from America to here. That is really expensive because I'll end up being dinged with duties, plus shipping is expensive and the postal services are all crazy right now. So I can't get my hands on a vinyl of this album, and I love Folklore. So my dad so kindly went all over town trying to find a Folklore CD because I guess they also were sold out everywhere. But I am just so excited to have this and to have Heartbreak Weather. They're just so good, and I'm just so happy with these. So my dad is the cutest. I'm very happy. I love these a lot. Quickly, I have 2 Christmas ornaments. My mom bought me this really cute mini ear ornament. This is like a tiny version of the mini ears that I already own, and I thought it'd be so cute to have a miniature version go on my tree. Oh my god, it's gonna be so cute. I'm so excited about this, but I am just literally so happy with this. I think they are so cute. I'm very happy to have this. I think it's gonna look beautiful on my tree. She also got me this little Dustin from Stranger Things ornament. I already have 11, Steve, and the Demogorgon. They're somewhere on this side of the tree, and so I'm really happy to have Dustin now because he's like my favorite character from the show, or at least definitely one of them. I think he's just like an absolute cutie, and so I'm very happy to have this little guy on my tree. Season 1 Dustin is like peak cuteness. Like nobody can get cuter than Season 1 Dustin in my opinion. He's adorable. Okay, and then my mom got me a Pandora charm, which will honestly be the last charm on my bracelet because I have no room for any more charms, and I need to put this one on there. But she got me this little Stitch. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little Stitch from Lilo & Stitch charm. I love Lilo & Stitch, and I've been wanting a Stitch charm for a while. I just didn't like the one that they had that was like a round charm, and it had Lilo and Stitch that just kind of printed on to the charm, and I didn't really like it. So I'm very happy that they finally came out with an adorable little Stitch charm. So I'm so happy with this, and I can't wait to put it on my bracelet. I think it's going to go really well because I have a lot of Disney charms because I am me. So very happy with that. And then the last 2 things that I'm going to share with you guys today, I am so excited for. My mom bought them for me, which is very fitting because she's just as obsessed with this thing as I am. So if you've been around me on social media at all, you'll know that I am obsessed with Julie and the Phantoms. It's a new Netflix show, and there is a band in the show called Sunset Curve, and so my mom bought me a Sunset Curve t-shirt. So this is from Redbubble, and it's just Sunset Curve. So that's their logo. It looks like the shirt that they have as their merch on the show, and I'm really excited about it. I also got another Julie and the Phantom shirt. It is a black one, and it has this illustration of the band of Sunset Curve as ghosts. So this one is supposed to be Reggie, that's supposed to be Alex, and that's Luke, who is my favorite. So I am just so happy with this. I think it is adorable, and I think that both of these would look really cute tucked into some jeans, tied up in a knot or something. I am really excited about both of these. So that is everything that I wanted to share with you guys that I got for Christmas. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a huge thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Comment down below your favorite thing that you got for Christmas because I'd really like to know. Also comment down below a little gift emoji if you guys stayed till the very end. Subscribe if you've not yet already, and also check out the Vlogmas playlist down below in the description if you are not caught up, because we are almost at the end. We have like 4 more days or something, so you're going to want to get caught up before the end, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.